Hi everyone. So welcome to this session. My name is Abhilasha and I'll be taking you through some English practice questions for CSAT 2026. Guys, CSAT 2025 just finished and it was a very exciting exam. Of course, we did a lot of questions and it was very interesting. We did a very beautiful live session also, and I hope you had watched it. If you haven't, then please do try and watch it again. Okay, or to try and watch it, I mean, if you haven't watched it ever. Today, of course, I'm going to be starting off this new series where we are going to be doing a lot of practice questions. So I hope that you're ready for these. I've got some 8 questions and let's do that. Here you go, your first question. So here is your passage. It says the growing reliance on online education has led to a transformation. So read this passage, take a minute, read it, and then I will explain it to you. Okay. Guys, if you've just joined in, then please make sure that you have hit the like button, share, and subscribe. To make sure that you subscribe, because of course the channel chat is not available if you have not subscribed. Okay. All right, let's read this passage together and let's look at the question. So, the growing reliance on online education has led to a transformation in how the students are engaging with the learning materials. So, how the students are learning, how are they reading the study material that is given to them, all that has changed in a big way. While online platforms provide accessibility and flexibility, there are also concerns about the quality. So, quality of education is not as good. Critics argue that online learning cannot replace the experience of in-person classes. However, the advocates point out that with the right tools and engagement strategies, online education can be just as effective, if not more, than for certain subjects and learning styles. It can be very effective. Let's take a look at this question. Which of the following assumptions is most likely required for the argument in the passage to hold true? So, what is it that has been assumed? Online education is inherently more cost effective. Okay. Quality of online education can be equal to that of in person education with proper engagement tools. In person education is always the most effective method of learning, or students prefer online education over traditional learning methods. Okay. So let's take a look at which of these will be the correct answers. Now, did the passage speak about the cost of the online education or the offline education? No. So therefore, A is something that is just not relevant. Okay, this is something that is alien to our thought process. So I will eliminate this. The quality of online education can be equal to that of in-person education with proper engagement tools. Now this was something that we can use, because here in the last paragraph, last part of that passage, they had said that with the right tools and strategies it could be just as effective. So B can be a choice. In-person education is always the most effective method. Now this is an extreme option, remember, we cannot say this. The passage also doesn't say that. So C, no. Students prefer online education over what students prefer was not mentioned, so that again is something that was alien for us and therefore not really correct. So the best assumption here is going to be option number B. Let's look at the second question from this set only. What is the main idea of the passage? So you have to say what is it that the author was really saying. So, online education is more cost effective. Critics argue that online education is less effective than in person education. Online education can be as effective as in person education with the right strategies, and the rise of online education has led to the decline of in person learning. Now, what is the main idea here? What is it that we are saying? That online is more cost effective, like we said in the previous question? We didn't speak of the cost. Is it less effective? We don't really say, because we have said it can be just as effective. So C is a good choice. Rise of online education has led to decline. Again, that is not correct. So the best answer here is option number C. Okay. All right. Let's look at this second passage. Again, I'm going to give you 1 minute to read and solve. Read, and then we'll look at the question. So I'm going to put out the question also. 1 minute for you to read. All right, let's read the passage together. So it says social media has become a central tool for businesses to engage, so they're using it majorly. Now, while it offers a platform for direct communication and brand promotion, there are also challenges which are related to privacy and data security. Now, the company must balance the need for customer interaction with protecting sensitive information. As the use of social media grows, the demand for transparent data handling practices and robust security measures is increasing. So, essentially, with the increase in social media, you will need stronger security and very transparent data handling practices. So, what is the assumption for this passage? Let's try and identify which assumption is most likely required. Is it A, that businesses should prioritize social media platform over others? Are we prioritizing one over the other? Social media platforms can effectively promote brand interaction and communication. They're all customers are always willing to share their personal data, and data security measures are not important. Again, D is something that is very contradictory to the passage. It's false, and therefore I'm eliminating it. The customers are always willing. We don't know if they're always willing. Again, this is something that is an extreme option. Remember, no, none, all, always, never, all of those. Social media platforms can effectively promote brand interaction and communication. Yes, we have said that. Businesses should prioritize social media platforms over. Why should they prioritize? The passage does not say that it is one has to be prioritized over others. Okay, because there are challenges. So therefore, best answer will be option number B for us. Let's look at the next question. Same passage. What's the main idea of the passage? Is it that businesses should only use social media for customer engagement? Social media marketing is always secure and safe. Social media offers businesses a way to engage customers, but privacy concerns need to be addressed. Or data security is the only concern for businesses using social media. Now, again, the word only is a problem for me. The word always is a problem. The word only is a problem. So, therefore, I am eliminating A, B, and D, and my best answer is going to be C. That social media is a good way of engaging, but privacy concerns have to be addressed. If you don't do that, then there is a problem. So, best answer C. All right, let's look at the third passage. Here you are. It's an passage on AI. Again, I'm going to give you a minute to read and solve. Guys, I hope all of you have already liked this session. All right, I hope you've read the passage. Let's take a look at the question. So it says with the rise of AI in the workplace, many industries are experiencing significant shift in job roles. While AI is praised for its inability to automate repetitive tasks and improve efficiency, there are concerns about job displacement. Critics argue that AI could lead to significant unemployment, especially in sectors where there is manual labor. But proponents are suggesting that AI will create new opportunities for skilled workers. Okay. Now, which of these assumptions is most likely required for the arguments in the passage to hold true? That all sectors will experience job displacement due to AI. Can I say all sectors? AI will primarily replace skilled jobs in technology and healthcare. Can I say that primarily in technology and healthcare? AI will create new jobs in specific fields such as technology, healthcare, and research. And automation through AI is harmful to both skilled and unskilled workers. Now, if you look at this passage clearly, A, which said all sectors is an extreme option and therefore I'm eliminating it. It will primarily, again, primarily is extreme, I'm eliminating it. It will create new jobs, yes. A, automation is harmful to both skilled and unskilled is incorrect. So therefore, D is not possible. So best answer will be C. Let's look at the next question of this set. What is the main idea of the passage? That AI will replace all human jobs in the future, that AI is both beneficial and harmful to the workforce depending on the sector, that AI will only create job opportunities in technology and healthcare, and AI will always lead to job always is a problem, only is a problem, all jobs is a problem. So I know A, C, and D are all incorrect. So therefore, best answer will be option number B. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. Again, I'm going to give you a minute to read and then we will discuss. All right, let's read this passage together, everyone, and let's see what the question is. So, in the recent years, the concept of work life balance has gained increasing importance among employers and employees. While many workers are striving for more flexible hour and remote work opportunities, employers are concerned about maintaining productivity and meeting business goals. So, work life balance is a problem. Some companies have introduced innovative policies such as flexible working hours, wellness programs to create a healthier balance. However, the debate is continuing whether work life balance is achievable for all professions or is it only realistic in certain industries. So, what is the assumption here? Is it that all employees prefer flexible hours and remote work opportunities? Can I say all of them? No. Work life balance is achievable in every profession with the right policies. Again, the question asked was that is it possible? So, not B. Employers must maintain productivity regardless of work life balance policies. How do they must do it? You can't. So, some industries can implement work life balance policies more effectively than others. Yes. So, that is what we were saying. So, correct answer D. Let's look at the next question. This one will be the last question. What is the main idea? Work life balance is equally achievable for every profession. No, not equally achievable. Employers should abandon traditional working hours for full flexibility. Should you abandon traditional working hours? No, the passage does not say that. There's an ongoing debate about the feasibility of work life balance. Yes, the debate is ongoing. Wellness programs alone can ensure work life balance. No. So the best answer is going to be option number C. And that's your correct answer. Okay, guys, so here are your answers. You can take a look, pause the video, and see them. All right, so if there are any questions, I hope by now you've already liked the sessions. and also share them, and also subscribe. Guys, every week at 7 p.m. Tuesday, remember Tuesday 7 p.m. we'll be here. We'll be covering some PYQs. If there are any specific questions you want me to solve or any topics you want me to take care of, do let me know. Thank you so much. I hope this was good for you. Do remember to hit like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.